The unfortunate reality of poisons in Pathfinder 1E is that they're often disappointing, with minimal status effects at a hefty gold cost, and that's when they work at all. But fear not, aspiring master of the toxic arts. Dicebag Labs has concocted a menu of options to up your poison game and get the most out of every deadly drop at your next Pathfinder 1E adventure. But before we get into this witch's brew of a video, if you'd like to take your game further, consider joining the D6 Damage Discord. We have fantastic discussions about all aspects of the game, including DM advice, strategy guides, and much, much more. Starting off, let's talk about some naturally toxic races. Starting with the Grippli. Gripplis have a feature called Toxic Skin. 1 time per day as a swift action, you can apply poison to a weapon or an unarmed strike, or you can poison the first creature to hit you with an unarmed strike or natural weapon. Grippli poison is contact or injury based. The save DC is 10, plus half your hit dice, plus your constitution modifier. Grippli poison deals 1d2 of dexterity damage per round for up to 6 rounds. The other race you might consider is the Serpentine Vishkenya. They can get a feature called Vishkenya Toxin. A number of times per day equal to your constitution modifier, you can apply poison to a weapon as a swift action. Vishkenya Venom is an injury poison. The save DC is 10 plus half your hit die plus your constitution modifier. It deals 1d2 dexterity damage per round for up to 6 rounds. An alternative to alchemically concocted poisons are spells that have poison-like effects. First up, we have the very accurately named Poison spell. This is like the fireball of necromancy. Poison is available to clerics, witches, and sorcerers with the Fey bloodline at 4th spell level. That's about 7th character level. And druids get it at 3rd spell level or 5th character level. The poison spell requires a touch attack, and it deals 1d3 points of constitution damage for 6 rounds. Another great spell option is Cloudkill. Sorcerers, wizards, and witches can get this at 5th spell level, that's about 9th character level, and clerics with the Venom subdomain can get the spell at 6th spell level or 11th character level. Cloudkill has a range of 100 feet plus 10 feet per caster level, and it creates a cloud in a 20-foot radius. Creatures in the cloud with 3 hit die or less die instantly, no saves. Creatures with 4 to 6 hit dice die unless they make their save. If they survive, they take 1d4 of constitution damage per round while they're in the cloud. Creatures with 6 hit dice or more take 1d4 points of constitution damage when in the cloud. They can make a fort save to half this damage while they're in the cloud. The cloud moves away from you at a rate of 10 feet per round. Your Cloudkill will last 1 minute per caster level. Now then, if you have some feats you're interested in spending on better poisons, I might recommend the Fiendish Obedience feat. You're going to take this for the Demon Lord of Oozes, Jubilex, who will grant you toxic powers. You'll also need to spend an additional feat to get the Damned Soldier feat and gain Jubilex's Sentinel boons. His second Sentinel boon, which you'll get once you hit 16 hit dice, so it's a late game ability, will allow you to, 3 times per day as a swift action, produce a poison worth up to 50 gold per character level. When you first get the ability, you'll have 800 gold pieces to work with. This will allow you to produce any injury poison except Deathblade and Wyvern poison. Now, if worshipping poisonous demon lords in your own way is a little too unstructured for you, and you're interested in something a little more ecclesiarchical, let me recommend the Scaly Kind Venom Cleric Domain and Subdomain. If you take the Venom subdomain at first level, you can, as a swift action, poison a weapon. With Life-Stealing Venom, this is an injury poison. With a save DC of 10, plus half your cleric level, plus your wisdom modifier. It deals 1 point of constitution damage for 3 rounds. You can use this ability a number of times per day, equal to 3 plus your wisdom modifier. Finally, let's look at one of the best classes for poisoners. I am speaking, of course, of the Alchemist. With features like bonuses to crafting alchemical items, poison use, and poison resistance, Alchemist is a go-to if you want to master poisons. First, let's look at some helpful discoveries, such as poison bombs. This requires you to be Alchemist level 12 and have the smoke bombs discovery. With poison bombs, you can fill a space 2 times the radius of your bomb's blast zone with a cloud of smoke that acts like Cloudkill for 1 round per Alchemist level. You could also take Poison Conversion. This requires an Alchemist of level 6. Once you have the discovery, you can, by spending 1 minute of effort, convert one type of poison into another. Your options are contact, injury, ingested, or inhaled. As an example, you could take a dose of drow poison, which is an injury poison, and convert it into an inhaled poison and deliver it through a poison sand tube. Finally, there's concentrate poison. By combining 2 doses of poison, you can increase the effect. You increase the duration by 50% and the save DC by 2. But that's not all. You can delve into the deadly power of poisons by taking the Eldritch Poisoner Alchemist archetype. The archetype's defining ability is called Arcano Toxin. Your bombs are replaced with poisons called Arcano Toxins. You have a number of Arcano Toxins equal to your Alchemist level plus your Intelligence modifier. Once activated as a swift action, your poison must be used within 1 minute or it becomes inert. Applying your Arcano Toxin to a weapon is a move action. Arcano Toxins are injury poisons with a save DC of 10, plus 1/2 your Alchemist level, plus your Intelligence modifier. The poison deals 1d2 points of ability damage specified by you for 2 rounds. Now, you can't just pick any ability damage. At first level, you have to choose whether your Arcano Toxin deals strength damage or dexterity damage. Then at 3rd level, and every 2 levels thereafter, you get enhancements to your poisons. These enhancements come at the same time bomb damage would increase for a normal alchemist. You can choose from the following. 1. Your poison affects a different ability score. You can choose Charisma, Dexterity, Intelligence, Strength, or Wisdom. Your poison can only affect 1 ability score at a time, similar to how bombs can only have 1 damage type. 2nd, you can increase the duration of the poison effect by 2 rounds to a maximum of 10 rounds. Or, you could increase the ability score damage die by 1 step, up to a maximum of 1d6. Finally, you could increase the number of saves needed to clear your poisoned condition. Also at first level, you'll get Toxicologist. This gives you a +2 bonus on craft alchemy checks to create poisons and antitoxins, and you create them at half the normal time. This replaces Throw Anything. You'll also get Sneak Attack. This deals sneak attack damage. This functions exactly like the rogue ability. You deal 1d6 at first level, and this damage increases by 1d6 at 4th level, and an additional d6 every 4 Alchemist levels thereafter. This replaces mutagen and persistent mutagen. Next, discoveries. You gain additional discovery options as an Eldritch Poisoner, such as Antidote. You can sacrifice 1 Arcano toxin to create an extract of Delay Poison. You could also take Combine Toxin. You can target 2 ability scores with 1 dose of Arcano toxin. In order to do this, you must be able to target the ability scores you're interested in. Combined toxins reduce the size of the damage die by 1 step to a minimum of 1 point of damage. Then there's Contact Toxin. You must be at least 4th level to take this discovery. Your poisons work on contact. You can throw a poison vial as a ranged touch attack within 30 feet. Contact Toxin reduces the save DC by 2. Envenom. You can activate and apply an Arcano toxin as a move action instead of a standard and move action. A discovery that I would highly recommend is Lethal Toxin. This allows your poisons to deal constitution damage. You must be 10th level to take this discovery. Mind Affecting Toxin. You must be 6th level for this discovery. When a target fails its save, the creature becomes dazzled for the duration of the toxin, and at 10th level, this condition increases to confused. There's also Paralytic Toxin. You must be 8th level to take this discovery. When a target fails its save, the creature becomes staggered for the duration, and at 15th level, this condition worsens to paralyzed. There's also Sickening Toxin. When a target fails its save, the creature becomes sickened for the duration, and at 12th level, this upgrades to nauseated. Finally, there's Toxic Fumes. Your poisons become inhaled. You can throw a poison vial as a 30-foot ranged touch attack. This effect creates a 10-foot by 10-foot square of poison gas. Unfortunately, the save is reduced by 4, the duration is halved, and regardless of any improvements you've taken, only 1 save is needed to clear the condition. Finally, at 4th level, you'll get a feature called Careful Injection. You can forego your sneak attack damage to increase the DC of any poison, including your Arcano toxins, by 1 for every sneak attack damage die you possess. Thank you very much for watching the D6 damage guide to more effective poisons in Pathfinder 1E. Now, if you're in the market for tabletop swag like books, dice, and much, much more, follow the link in the description of this video to Noble Knight Games. They have what you need to make your next game night a smash. And if you're interested in a good old-fashioned haunted house adventure, check out Sorceress the Dietrich House, an adventure for 4 level 3 characters available right now on Drive Thru RPG.